Hey. Sunday night vibing. Feeling good, enjoying life. Djivan Gasparyan. Duduk, music from Armenia. This is on Eno's Opal label. This was originally released, I guess, in the USSR in 1983. Trying to see when Eno put it out. 1989. Obviously deeply spiritual music. And just heart-wrenchingly beautiful. I want to talk about some more music, but I want to start by acknowledging my gift from Captain Zoot Quentin again, and giving him, telling you, Quentin, what I think of the Anathema weather systems. First off, I have this other album that I bought recently by them, Alternative 4. Because I liked something I heard by them online. I forget the song. It's not on either one of these. And so far, I really don't like this too much. I don't quite get what this is about yet. This band is hardly a metal band to me. I mean, maybe they were at one time. This is very anthemic, epic, brooding, and reaching. And I like all of those elements. I'm not I've only listened to it all the way through once since, dropping the needle on it. It's a wonderful package, as well, I must say. I love this. It's fitting also that there's a brooding quality to a lot of the songs, and kind of a reaching, not searching though. No, I haven't. I see that all the words here. I haven't taken the time to get into the words. This is a beautiful booklet. And I really do like what this band is up to. It's moody and more prog than metal. It's like there's hardly any of the metal left in this band, so I can see where original fans of theirs probably don't care for this, but I like this quite a bit. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I love this entire package. The cover, 180 gram records, the big fat book. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I just want to, I want to talk about some music, but I want to drop the needle on a couple more things for you. Something I played recently, wasn't sure if I had anything by John Chikai or not, but I have this, Timo's Message by the John Chikai group. John is a saxophonist who passed away not too long ago. This is on Black Saint. And he's working with a younger group of musicians than himself. So my honest assessment of this is that there are several pieces here where it's just, again, since it appears to me that even though these are listed as compositions, there's quite a bit of improvisation involved in whether or not anything happens. And John is such an accomplished improviser that he reins himself in on some of the tracks. It sounds like attempting to let the group do something, and then it's like on side 2 where things really start to really happen, and a couple of the pieces are almost just mostly Chikai solo, and this is by the time we get to side 2, it's pretty darn good. Something that I wanted to drop the needle on because I've been watching documentaries when not working on music and stuff, and I've watched a couple about Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, and some of the Fowler brothers were in the Mothers of Invention at different times. And here is, I've got this vinyl album by the Fowler brothers called Air Pocket. I'm going to play the first track off of this. It's pretty good. I have a couple CDs as well by them. It's not Zappa, but you can, it's music, good music, played by folks that know how to play. Let me just drop this a little bit for you. All right. I just have to get my peepers to make sure. Can't see side 1 or 2 without my glasses. Hate that about your eyes going as you get older. I think this is not too bad though. 80s. Sometime in the 80s this came out. Keep it interesting. '85. Chester Thompson on drums. Pretty good to me. Fowler Brothers, Air Pocket. They have some other records too. I thought that would be worth a spin. Some of the records that I've listened to recently, I'll talk a little bit. This is a Canadian, I guess it's sort of progressive, Myriador. The band is based around saxophone, synthesizer, and percussion. And this has a pretty distinct sound. It does kind of bring to mind rock and opposition bands, in the school of Art Zoid or University, but not really. I know there's something more appropriate, but it's not coming to mind. But just listen to this recently. This is very good. Myriador on the Cuneiform label. Let's see what year this was recorded. Sometime in the 80s, I think this is. 1988. 1988. I had watched Glowing Cabbage recently bought a bunch of records for $1 each, and he showed an ECM sampler, and one of the artists on the sampler was Mascalera, which prompted me because I forgot. A while back I bought a bunch of records from a radio station and picked up a bunch of ECM and jazz as a result. A lot of those records have this where I took the tag from the station off, but I have a couple of Mascalero albums. They're actually very good on ECM. Now there's no big name from their, oh yeah, John Christensen, excuse me, pardon me, Harold Anderson, John Christensen, Nils Petter Malvire. Okay, that's where I first heard of that trumpeter, Nils Petter Malvire. And this happens to be a German pressing, which is nice too. This is very fresh. Not a typical kind of following Keith Jarrett sort of ECM sound. This is very nice. And I have another of theirs, Band Apart Mescalero on ECM. It's very good music. 86, does it say? Yeah. When I was in Chicago, I saw this, Jens Karelius, and they had it marked down for some reason, but it's new. I didn't know what it was. Turns out he's a Norwegian, kind of modern, I don't know, sort of modern folk electronic singer. But I just played side 2 of this today and really like this. Really like this. This might have to get a needle drop if you don't know this guy, Jens Karelius, the architect. This is very good. I want to also needle drop some Zamla Mammaz Manna. Now this is an album, a band from Sweden. They were also called Samla Mammaz Manna. And Sublime Media, thankfully, bless him, gave me one of their albums. Not this one. But this is a band that I don't know that's been heard. We've been talking about Prague, and this is very excellent. Fowler is the name of this album. We'll do a needle drop on this. Let's check some Zamla Mammaz Manna out. Lars Halmer was a central member of this band, passed away, excellent musician. Sometimes you just need to hear it, you know. That's cool. I want to let it go for a while. Here's another band, I think they're from Belgium or France. Excellent. Debil Mental. Yeah! Zamla Mammaz Manna. Wild. A bit of a Zappa influence in there, eh? Sometimes really the best way to talk about music is to play it. But as I was saying, Debil Mental, this is something that I need to there's a mixture of prog, punk, and rock and opposition type of sound on this band. I think they're from Belgium. And then I have this album too by them, Debil Mental, Battre Campagne. And this is more 80s as opposed to 70s. It's very, very good. I know that this label is out of Switzerland. So, something else I played recently on the Inner City label that I got from that radio station too. Master Cylinder. This is just a really hokey cover, but this band is very good, and this is pretty tasty jazz rock. Really, just right off the top of my head, none of these names ring any bells, but I just love this kind of music. A couple more things that I pulled to reinvestigate because I don't remember what they're like is I have this. I've mentioned Chris McGregor's Brotherhood of Breath. I have one of his albums, but I forgot that he was on this. This is District 6. This is on, I believe, the Editions EG. Yeah, the Editions EG label. I have to play this. It looks like it's going to be, again, Chris McGregor, English jazz musician, had a big African influence in his music, and this looks like that's what this is going to be. Very African. To Be Free is the name of the album. So this is up for play soon to rediscover. John Fox, The Garden. I bought this used really not that long ago, and I just need to play it again. I love John Fox. Kind of forgot that I bought it. John Fox is something else. And then here's an American band that I don't remember what they're like. I don't think they're prog. It might be more folk rock. But The Floating Opera. And this is a promo on the Embryo label, Herbie Mann's label, and indeed this is a white label promo. It's got a die cut, so I just pulled this because I need to play it. One other thing I played recently is I believe this band is out of Poland, yeah, and I just don't know anything about it. It's somewhere between traditional folk and progressive rock and jazz. Reportaz. Does anybody know about this band or anything about this at all? I found this. Don't know anything about the label. Ton Press. It's out of Belgium. I mean, no. It's out of Poland. Reportaz. Just the last thing I'll do right quick is shout out Mr. Fartboy. Excellent update. A lot of fantastic records. Record Fiend, Jeffrey. Oh my God. Jeffrey, a request. I don't know that you would care to, but your library record collection that I've seen so far is jaw-dropping. It's like all those records, I had just a handful of the titles. It's like I would love to hear you speak about your knowledge on that music and that whole genre. It's like, whoa, that was like really eye-opening. So more music for you folks. Be well.